What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how we did our custom install on the custom Kranzle pressure washer. As y'all can see, there's a lot going on here, and I'm going to be showing y'all just about all the steps that it took to do all this. It took us about 5 hours, but it was well worth it. If y'all don't already know, I've had the portable pressure washer from Kranzle for about 6 months now, and I've really liked that one, so I figured this would be a great addition. This makes pressure washing at home a lot quicker and simpler, and everything's pretty much all set up for you, so all you have to do is press the start button, get your wand set up, and you're ready to go. So without further ado, let's get into this video.
So it is just about 1 o'clock, and we have almost everything that I know of laid out. So we have the actual pressure washer, the CR spotless, the hose reel, a bunch of bolts. These are random bolts. These are pretty temporary. I think we're gonna use these for sure. With this thing, I want something a bit deeper and sturdy because I'm gonna be pulling on this with the hose. And then the hose foam cannon, which we already have, but it's nice to have a new one. And then some of these, which honestly, I don't know what those are for yet. We have a bunch of Prevost air connections, which are gonna be used for water. I don't think it's gonna be an issue because I've seen Matt do it from Obsessed. Again, this will be linked in the description below for y'all to go check it out. I'm not sponsored by him, but I think it's pretty cool, and if y'all are curious, then I'll give you all a link for it. And then here we have the water line ran. This was a pain. We had to redo the way this was set up, as you can tell with the drywall being out. Not a big deal, but this is just having to be, it's pretty much done now, but we're just trying to figure out whether we're gonna tighten it one more or just leave it where it's at now. Because it's kind of tight, but not fully yet. All these lines are gonna have to get cut. And this set up for the CR spotless, which is probably gonna take the most amount of time. We have the shelf, which needs to go up. We have to drill holes in here. And then obviously a few more little things. I have the computer here, just because I wanna be able to tell and look at and reference stuff online for doing this, just because it's kind of a big project and I want to do it right. So we have the GoPro on time lapse. Hopefully that'll show y'all, and then I'll pick up the camera whenever something interesting happens. Okay, so just because I haven't mentioned it yet, this is what we ended up getting. It's the main package for the pressure washing from Obsessed. Shipped to the US, obviously. We did both the CR spotless and the wand holder. And then the full piping package. As of now, it's sold out. My guess is because he doesn't have the something with Prevost, but it'll probably be on the website by the time I post this. So right now, we're just trying to lay it out and figure out how much room we're gonna have and how low we're gonna want to mount this. So as of now, we're gonna start low and try to work our way up. And then obviously this would be turned over, but I don't want to set it down like that. We're laying out some of the Prevost valves just so we can see exactly how everything's gonna fit together before we start to put it on the wall.
Yeah, I was see working up with it, but we don't. Yeah, we're going to go so the question becomes, like, we look at his layout. We have the middle pipe across right there. So we got that set here. We got this here. Now we're talking about coming out of this with another pipe, and now set essentially rows.
All right, that would be a pretty good spot, and it makes this distance look good too. And then we have a little bit of play this way too.
Okay. So.
Nice, so we could use that too if we need to.
Pretty much.
Only 2 of the bolts are in. That's pretty much set. This isn't fully tightened down yet. This is here pretty much tightened down, and we're just trying to find this distance and then get this pipe set because this is pretty important. We'll have one extra. No, we won't. So we have to get this one perfect. All right, so we've made some progress on the actual washer. The whole piping setup is done. This is pretty much done. We just have to add the bottom 2 bolts. Trying to get the hose set up now. We still have a fair bit of finishing touches to do. We're gonna have to shorten this and then get all these set the way we like it, and then drill holes in the shelf for the pressure washer. Okay, so everything's just about set up, besides for this wire, which we have to rerun. So we're turning water on, and we're gonna see if we have any leaks.
Water started.
All right. Okay, so we just got done with the install. This has been a process. Overall, we had to spread this out over a little bit of time, but it took us 5 hours to do the entire thing. But it was super worth it. This thing looks awesome. We aren't fully decided on how we want to run this and this quite yet, but for the most part, I think it looks really good. It definitely took a little bit of effort to get all this set up the way we like it, but it wasn't quite as bad as I thought it would be. The pipe cutter over there and the tools that Matt includes make cutting this a fair bit easier. I've ran the pressure washer a couple of times, and I'm super happy with how much pressure this thing makes. And then I'm also blown away by how much easier the CR Spotless made washing the car. I have been missing out with this thing. I'm a little nervous on how long it's gonna last and how many washes I'll actually get out of it, but I try to conserve by only using this when I rinse the vehicle down at the end. Like I said, this CR Spotless is not a joke. After I rinsed the car, I pulled it in the garage and started drying it. And in Texas, our water is super harsh. So when I typically get a lot of water spots on the wheels and some of the areas I couldn't get to or drip spots, this had none of that. It made drying the car easier and also using the air blower significantly easier. So if y'all aren't gonna do any of this, which I completely understand, this is a really good investment if you wash cars frequently and have hard water. I'll have to do a review on this and let y'all know how long these actually last before I have to replace them, but I'm hoping I'll be able to get a few months out of them. This is the wand that he includes. Obviously, if you get this, you're probably gonna go and get everything. I haven't used this yet because I already have the exact same wand over here, which I use, and I also have the same foam cannon, so I haven't used the new foam cannon quite yet. But really, Matt did an amazing job putting this whole kit together. All of these fittings, everything just fits so well, and it looks great. And if y'all haven't noticed yet, unfortunately, we had a little bit of an issue with installing this. I was dumb and I thought that this would be a lot easier to cut the wire and install it through the actual old box, but it wasn't, so we had to use one of these. This outlet is GFCI. Do not take my advice on cutting the cord and doing it this way. I don't know if it voids the warranty, but do not do that yourself, but that's what we had to do for this. This water hose is plenty long. I will say that it does scuff up. This is after about 3 or 4 washes. It does scuff up. It's not a big concern. You have to look closely to see that. other than that, this hose is pretty good. A little bit thicker than the portable pressure washer, so it doesn't bend quite as well, but it's not bad for a hose. We also bought this after the fact. It's an Obsessed Garage plug for this, and it keeps the water from dripping out onto the floor. That's definitely a must-have. I think it was like $8, but it's really nice to have. So I just pop this off, set it here, hook it up to a wand, and it's good to go. Like I said, this thing's super easy to use. My process is popping this off, turning this on, letting it run for a bit, hooking up the wand, and then turning on the pressure washer, which sounds like a lot, but it takes 2 seconds. So if y'all can't tell by hearing me, I'm absolutely ecstatic to have this thing all set up now. I know if y'all don't get it, I mean, it seems really dumb to have a pressure washer set up here, but y'all, this is super, super sick. I'm really happy with it. Okay, so that just about concludes this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you have any questions about this pressure washer in general or the install, please feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. I'm hoping to post a review on this once I have enough time to really figure out all the ins and outs of it. Feel free to browse any of my other videos. I have some other stuff about car detailing and some stuff on our Raptor, Tacoma, and Lexus GSF. Feel free to subscribe to the channel and like this video. I am doing an AirPods giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, so I'll leave a link to the video with the info about that in the description. Thanks for watching. Peace.